one's at 16 dB. This one's at 7. How about now? Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I invite you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Elizabeth Buckley.
Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic.
Please remain standing. I invite Aka Pride forward to sing the alma mater.
Excelsior ad Augusta, ever upward to honor, together to build our future. One thought, one act, one moment at a time. We believe knowledge is freedom, freedom is choice, and choice is responsibility. We understand we must choose wisely. We must choose compassion over apathy, wisdom above ignorance, sacrifice over selfishness, and dedication above indifference. For we know our future rests in this moment, this space, this act, this thought. It is our choice to give one another this moment. In this gift there is honor, now and forever. Carpe diem.
Seated. Excuse me. That was beautiful, as always. It is such a pleasure to look into the audience here and see so many faces actually in the building. And I want to take just a second for everybody to give our students, our amazing teachers, our staff, our parents, our leadership team, everyone a round of applause for everything that you have done this year to make sure that we got to be in person. And for those of you who were with us yesterday, yesterday is the day that I struggled to hold back tears, and today is really a day that's joyful. And so I want to welcome you, and I have just one primary point that I want to get across today to our graduates. So I hope everybody's comfortable, because tonight is for you. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special night reserved for the class of 2021. We have dressed up this moment to make a spectacular memory that we will all share. There is nowhere else we need to be right now. Tonight, we are holding this space for each other. You, the class of 2021, have our undivided attention. Yesterday, we spent time reflecting on legacy, love, and loss. As your life's puzzle continues to come together tonight, we focus on the road ahead. The main idea that I hope to share with you is related to the compass that we have often discussed at Grandview. We use the compass as a metaphor for your magnetic north. the thing that pulls you toward your next choice on your path. If you aren't sure what your magnetic north is, take the time to calibrate and align. In order to live purposefully, you start with the value system as your magnetic north, and then you use that value system when making your decisions. Some people use loved ones as their magnetic north. Some, a higher power. Some use integrity. Some use purpose. Most people, however, don't know that they even need a magnetic north, and they are easily pulled in one direction or the other, off the path that was prepared for you. Our goal here at Grandview has been to teach you not what to think, but instead how to think. No one should choose for you what your magnetic north should be. When you know your compass alignment, the next step is to choose a general direction to move. In my childhood, dreaming of the future took a dramatic turn to the sky. I grew up knowing that it was possible to travel into space, to set foot on the moon, and to believe in something greater for all of mankind. This giant leap upward painted my world with possibilities. You too are growing up in a world taking dramatic turns. While the definition of progress can always be debated, most agree that humanity's capacity to advance itself works primarily through our uniquely human ability to believe in something that we cannot see. This ability to rally around ideals made way for organization of vast civilizations. As you sit on this stage today, you are a part of all that has come before. Your ancestors moved through the ages, from the cognitive age to the agricultural to the industrial, the more recent information age, and then to where we are right now. Your time is being termed the conceptual age, but it's up to you to add shape to that definition, using your compass toward your destination. As adults, we believe in many things that we cannot see. We make decisions that require our faith based on certain ideals. Whether you decide to purchase cryptocurrency, invest in the stock market, vote for a candidate, decide to wake up early for that 8 a.m. class, or believe in the hereafter. You are choosing based on your code, your compass, your way of being. If you have no code or no compass, others will decide your path for you. As you walk toward your future, remember that your quest from this day forward is to make each step count. From our blue dot in space, we've seen history. We have seen many triumphs, great stories of leadership and compassion. Yet with each advance, we also continue to see wars fought between those who believe in the same God, live on the same soil, and love their children in the same way. So what matters between us? Is it possible for us to calibrate our compass to mentally adapt as a species in order to get closer to ideals that actually serve all of mankind? If you, the class of 2021, decide to mentally adapt, to do what generations before you could not, you will have to gain an enlightened perspective. This is a tall task in the face of a pandemic and a new predatory economy. Walking through this pandemic portal to the future of your choice, be keenly aware of what you allow to influence your decisions. Because for the first time in human history, the inner workings of our collective minds are now the world's largest economy, the attention economy. Since about 2007, humanity's gaze has shifted from our blue dot upward to another light down in the palm of our hands, It is a compelling light that brings much power to our possibilities, but it is a light that may blind us if we don't pay attention and use the tool with calibrated intention. Take note that many of the greatest minds of our current time are not working on cures for cancer or a path to Mars, but instead on manipulating the more lucrative space of our mind. And if you do the research, you will see that there's a version of you that's a data pool: your likes, your dislikes, your interests, and your fears. Most notably, your fears. The actual end game of the attention economy is to make the customer the product that can be sold to the highest bidder. The most expensive among us are those deemed the persuadables, and that's the actual term that they use. The tech resume is based on how it has influenced human behavior by converting persuadables with extremism or misleading information. The tobacco industry tactics pale in comparison to what is enforced today. While it's always a good thing for each of us to be able to change our minds, we need to make sure that we don't let something or someone unworthy change it for us. We know that we're all persuadables in some sense, but the real question is who to trust. Who is worthy of your respect and your influence? What activities are worth your precious moments? Since you're smarter than these tech companies give us credit for, I encourage you to call out the system. Rework it to benefit mankind, not as a tool to divide us or to make us feel like we're not enough, but as a tool for solutions to the problems we face. I challenge you to recognize what is happening to our attention span and our ability to think for ourselves. It's proven that today's attention grabbers are calculated to be outrageous, extreme, but so engaging that they pull us in like a terrible accident on the highway. These extreme stories are designed to change your mind for their purpose. This design is not toward the greater good of human advancement. Use your compass so that you will not bow down to its mesmerizing power. Tristan Harris, a leader of the movement toward harnessing the power of personal technology for a higher purpose, warns, technology steers what 2 billion people are thinking and believing every single day. It's possibly the largest source of influence over 2 billion people's thoughts that has ever been created. Religions and governments do not have that much influence over people's daily thoughts. Remember, none of the most powerful tech companies answer to what is best for people, only what is best for the company. So graduates, you know what is your best compass, your North Star. And when you look into the night sky from our blue sphere here, think of its brilliance as a reminder of where you're going and each decision that you are making to get there. Polaris, another name for the North Star, is famous for holding still in the sky as a guide for travelers. As our world is becoming, ironically, increasingly polarized, you can pull us closer to the larger things that unite us rather than that divide us. You can move the world by moving your moment's choices with your truth at the center. As you step into our spotlight tonight and go beyond these doors, take purposeful steps to bring the world closer, closer to each other, closer to solutions, closer to our human potential. I have no greater confidence in mankind than I have than looking at you young people, some of you who I've known since you were small. I believe in the power of your dreams and the kindness in your hearts. Thank you for taking these first steps with us, and we can't wait to see the giant leaps to follow. Congratulations and carpe diem to our amazing class of 2021. At this time, I would like to bring Jade, Irene, and Zoe forward for A beautiful song.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these faces have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living in my life. I love them all, but of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know there's affection for people and things that I know nothing's about them in my life. I love them all. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living my life. I love them all.
Beautiful. At this time, I would like to welcome our salutatorian to deliver his address, Alex Maklowitz.
Good evening. Thank you to all the friends, families, teachers, and administrators who are here tonight to commemorate Grandview Preparatory School's graduating class of 2021. Many of those who make up this group of inspiring individuals have known each other for over a decade, and as such, have seen the same people evolve over the course of several years. Each was given the chance to meet, understand, and communicate with countless versions of those around them as they witness constant changes in interests, personalities, values, and motives. Even those who only joined us last year were given a chance to grow into the upstanding graduates seated on this stage, a chance granted by the accepting and encouraging environment of Grandview. While it is a great honor to be speaking to all in attendance today, I feel equally as honored to have been accepted and guided by the Grandview community. The late American avant-garde musician Frank Zappa had a bold and unconventional personality, which certainly came forward in the art he created. Fairly early into his career, he was quoted as saying in an interview, "Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible." That word, progress, immediately stuck out to me upon first hearing these words. It makes sense that the only way to move forward is to develop new ideas in order to challenge the outdated ways of thinking that may hold us back. Zappa himself has been described as an iconoclast. The word iconoclast has many synonyms, a few examples being critic, skeptic, nonconformist, renegade, and rebel. However, there is one word that I feel perfectly encapsulates the nature of people like Zappa, who challenge conventions and break down barriers to progress, and that is innovator. The most celebrated minds in history are all people who bravely challenge themselves to think outside the box and ignore those who held them back. Edison, Tesla, Da Vinci, the ancient Greek philosophers, the artists who defined entire movements of creativity and expression, the proud voices campaigning for equality and justice around the world, and the modern-day scientists and engineers sending people into space and developing energy-efficient technologies are just a few examples of the innovative minds working to improve the lives of those in every corner of the world. These are the people who have used their anomalous ways of thinking to fuel their desire for progress and the creation of a brighter future. These are the individuals who at one point were likely told they would never amount to anything because they seemed too detached from the rest of the world. These are the persevering and daring thinkers who knew their dedication and deviation would lead them to success. These are the stories we tell to encourage people, especially young children, to pursue their dreams and believe in themselves. These are the students I see seated on the stage tonight, the people I and many others have witnessed develop into intelligent, independent, and innovative members of our community. These are minds that will lead us into an optimistic future and a world that encourages diverse thought and the freedom of expression to continuously improve the lives of billions. Although I personally cannot yet compare myself to the greatest minds of both the past and the present, I would not describe myself as one who subscribes to the social norm. Those of you who know me well know I have a, let's say, unique style of communicating and distinctive attention to detail, and can get intensely focused on certain things. At times this has been to both of our benefits, such as when we have worked on group projects together. However, I'm also keenly aware it does not always fit the norm. It was the Grandview experience that allowed me to come to an important realization, that being that all kinds of thinking should be encouraged. Ideas and voices that deviate from the status quo should be promoted. And the owners of these ideas and words are the innovative and convention-challenging thinkers who lead us into a progressive and prosperous future. I began to see myself as one of these innovators as I was granted permission to explore areas that a more traditional school experience would have never given me or led me to consider. At Grandview, I was not only granted permission to expand my thinking, but I was also encouraged to do so. I demonstrated such in projects centered around using quantum mechanics to prove the existence of alternate realities and universes, creating satirical comedy sketches on past attitudes towards social movements, exploring the treacherous areas of the animal kingdom at a time when I would have never even considered being in the same room as a snake, studying and paying tribute to the musical culture of oppressed communities, and researching and recording musical data to perform statistical analysis and detect patterns in both classical and contemporary songwriting. All of these projects deviated significantly from what would be a classroom environment, and they played into my strengths as an innovator and a free thinker. To all the students, teachers, and administrators of Grandview, thank you for granting me the room to be myself and also the opportunity to mature, grow, and learn skills I will need for success in school and life beyond. Grandview provides the opportunity for everyone to stand out and become their own person. Everyone has the ability and space to become a recognizable and remarkable learner. Our school has provided an environment for each of us to be a critic, a skeptic, a nonconformist, and maybe on occasion an academic rebel. In essence, it has laid the foundation for us to pave our personal path and become future innovators in whatever field we pursue. I leave Grandview with the confidence and ability to take risks that I did not think was possible for myself beforehand. I assure you that I will reciprocate this gift by composing pieces of writing and art that I hope will touch people's hearts and minds, as well as inspire others to disregard the conventions that may have held them back from reaching their full potential and realizing the full extent of their creativity and expression. I'll make it my intent to change the way people listen to, compose, and think about music when I enter university. Much like Zappa, his contemporaries, and all the innovators that came before and after them. To my fellow graduates, I encourage you to continue this path of excellence, individuality, and challenging conventions. Thank you, Ms. Westerfield, for Grandview, where each one of us will be remembered for far more than just our names after tonight. To all in attendance tonight, take a look at these 23 faces on stage. These are our future scholars, authors, business people, professional athletes, music producers, and public servants who will continue to push boundaries, take risks, and courageously deviate from the norm. They will be the source of progress and innovation, and they will surely make you proud. Carpe diem.
At this time, please welcome Elizabeth Buckley, our valedictorian, to deliver her address.
To our incomparable and extraordinary Mrs. Westerfield, members of the board, esteemed faculty, family, and friends with us in this space, to those honoring this occasion remotely, and especially my fellow graduates, good evening and welcome. As we gather today, we are unified in celebration of one very notable accomplishment: high school graduation. But we are each approaching this moment differently. For each of us, it possesses a distinct meaning, a subtle variation, a vast polarity in embrace, in consequence, in triumph, in relief. We are together now at this time, witnessing, participating in, overcome by a directed collision of possibilities. As graduates and as people, we have unique persuasions, unique perspectives, unique dispositions, erupting identities that are represented now, manifesting in relation to each other, and because of the immensity of this ritual, of its significance. Today is the culmination of much and the commencement of so much more. That is the present, in its rawest form. It is infused with traces of our past and of our future, memory and fantasy, formative histories and projections of excitement and fear. In this moment, our trajectories, our journeys, our individual symphonies of thought, hope, pride are reaching a crescendo. Yesterday, in this very space, we recognized our past. We returned to it with gratitude, our pasts together and apart. We blew out our candles, we shed tears, we reminisced. Our legacy, our light, transcended its human form. It moved beyond. Our impact, our heritage, that which stays after we have departed this place and this chapter. Today, we reorient our focus. Today, we consider our future, our tomorrow, our existence and identity as alumni, as friends of true bond and affinity, not proximity or convenience. We are challenged to consider who we wish to become as siblings, as sons and daughters, commuting to college or residing in a faraway dorm, as actors in a world of magic, love, hardship, and responsibility, or pursuing dreams with confidence and trepidation. And as we navigate these metamorphoses, so too must our parents and our siblings. So too must our friends in the 11th grade or the 10th, our teachers, our school, the kindergartner who was elated every time you waved hello. All of this now, today, together, in this moment, changing. In this moment, for each of us separately, there is a coalescing of emotion, a transfixing recollection. I can see and feel the laughter, the spontaneous dance parties, the curiosities, the passions, the discoveries of my life. Of my life with those of you on stage, of my life on these grounds, of my life with my family and friends at home and in the audience. All of this in this moment. And I see my vision for my future in college, in classes, a future of adventure, of joy and fulfillment. I see what you have shared with me, what I anticipate for your success, for your love, for your futures. I am in awe. All of this in this moment, now. On individual levels, time becomes fluid, histories compressed, somehow magnificently warped and enveloping. As I reflect, geography blurs, divergent circumstances entwine. Today, in this place, we stand on the ancestral lands of the Tequesta, Taino, and Seminole nations. I respect their elders, past and present. I respect their resilience and the strength of the descendants of these tribes. We stand on dispossessed land. We inhabit the cruelties of colonization, and most of us here are the beneficiaries. That is in this place. Today, at this time, we are emerging alive and able to stand, able to speak, able to walk across the stage. We are emerging alive from a deadly pandemic. We have been graced with the gifts of modern medicine, of innovation, of vaccination. Today, millions of people around the world and in our country cannot say the same about their daughter or their son, their brother or their sister, their mother, father, aunt, uncle, grandparent, or friend. Today, millions of people are suffering. And today, thousands of people will die. The pandemic is raging in India, and in over 85 countries around the world, the vaccine won't be broadly accessible until 2023. Today, and over the past year, more than 1 billion children have been denied the right to go to school, to learn. Today, children in Israel, in Palestine, in Pakistan, in Mali, in South Sudan, Myanmar, Venezuela, and the Congo are fleeing war, persecution, are coping with the threat of bombs. There are 16 countries, 16 homelands, doubling as military or terrorist conflict zones. And when the other girls and I are awarded diplomas later this evening, we will be joining a minority of girls around the world who have completed secondary school. As many of us prepare to go to college, we will be joining a mere 7% of the population worldwide. This is today. Today, as we turn our tassels and throw our caps in the air with glee, we will be doing something Jamie Guttenberg, Martin Anguiano, Alyssa Alhadef, Luke Hoyer, Cara Lafron, Gina Montalto, Elena Petty, Alex Shatter, and Peter Wang, all members of the class of 2021, never will have the chance to do, because they were gunned down on February 14th, 2018 at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Gunned down just 18 miles away. This is this moment. These are neither disparate nor unrelated. These are not academic considerations, nor are they distant realities. These are not fates to which some are assuredly condemned with reason or by accident. None of this is preordained, and all of this is intimately interconnected. The world in its zestful totality is complex and animated. It is patterned and tiered, saturated, convoluted, kaleidoscopic. During our time as members of the Grandview family, we have engaged with the community. Some of us were more active or enthusiastic contributors to that community. Some of us spoke in loud praise. Some of us spiritedly dissented. Grandview was a sort of fiery enclosure, a complete collective in its own right, and so was our class. There was a perpetual and dynamic interplay, a constant exertion of sentimentality and personality. Each of us was who we were in our time together because of our togetherness. We depended on each other. We affected and were affected by each other. Our common circumstance, our community, encased our behaviors and their influence. The ricochet, the waves, the reverberations of choice, of hurt, of compassion, of neglect, of eagerness, they were all known and seen with varying honesty and humility. We are each participants in many intersecting spheres of mutual dependence. We all participate in these bounded infinities of interaction, of orchestrated events and thoughtless actions, all the time and in every place. Our spheres are becoming bigger, their intersections more numerous. Our impact, the unwitting hurt we may cause, the joy we may inspire, these are more momentous, and they are harder to discern. These are now diffused across time and across space. Those reverberations, the ricochet, those grapevines of intricate behavior and consequence are often now unseen. They are larger in scale and in scope. The fabric of our impact, of a global holism, is truly stunning. The indigenous land we occupy hosts to genocide, and now, in this moment, to prosperity. The longevity of this disease pandemic, the pervasive inequities, these are all determinants of who we are, of our random and our earned fortune, of our aspirations. And they are likewise unfixed. They are amenable to our ingenuity, to our appraisal, affected by our consciousness. The world is an extraordinary place, a labyrinth, a big sphere of rebounding, deferred, dispensed choices. And we are a remarkable people tasked with making those choices, with cognizance and empathy, or carelessness and self-absorption. Often, and in good faith, we are captivated by the immediate, by the short term, by gratifying pleasures, by the consequences we are confronted with clearly and without possible deflection. Often, this moment, the dizzying confluence of histories and plights, the spectacular, ornamented, spiraling pattern and expanse of this moment, exists as singular in dimension. We perceive of this graduation, of one choice, as confined, as limited, as singular, as ours and as ours alone. Indulge your imagination. Envision an incredible magnitude of scale, of breadth. Elongate this moment. Situate it along the dazzling continua of time and geography. Begin with the person next to you. Then your neighbor, your Uber driver, your professor, your immigrant parent, your future grandchild whom you wish to preserve a home for, a planet for. Challenge yourself to consider, to think of, to act in awareness of the people you will never see. The undocumented migrant laborer, the factory worker, the child born in the Central African Congo expected to have a life 30 years shorter than your own. We live in a deeply interconnected world. We are implicated in its happenings. We are responsible for its fate. It is the same sphere of mutual dependence, of cascading and converging effect, the same enclosure of constant exertion, of playful dynamics, of balancing adjustment that our families function as, that our community has become. Choose wisely, act thoughtfully, act in service to those hopes, in acknowledgement of those impacts. Act in harmony with your planet, act in justice, in allegiance to your aims. As a singer or musician, an athlete, an artist, an aspiring computer scientist, a doctor, as an entrepreneur, accountant, police officer, as the people I know you to be, with the dreams I know you to have. As people, we are the periphery of every other person's moment. We are of their past or of their future, of their land. We are touching their hearts. We are changing each other. Our songs are on the radio of a taxi in Bangkok. Our software program is revolutionizing cybersecurity. Our decision to ride our bike, to walk, to reduce our carbon footprint gives the people of the Marshall Islands another day before their home is underwater. Another day. Time to creatively solve the problem. A salvation. Our smile saves a life. Be empowered by the contingent, by the derived, by the meandering, by the bigness of you and the cascades of your impact. We exist in a world of profound consequence and capacity, in a world of interdependence, an exquisite and kinetic matrix. Be philosophers, ponder, determine what's meaningful, what matters. Find love, find fulfillment. Act in fidelity to each and to each other. Respect the brilliance and vastness of you, of your impact, of this moment. Of every moment, every element of the web, of the breathtaking nexus of humanity. And do something in and with this moment. To our teachers, to our advisors, to my friends, to the supportive families of the graduating class, to my unbelievably amazing, kind, strong, funny, and fiercely loving mom and dad, I extend a very humble and heartfelt thanks. And to my friends, to the class of 2021, congratulations. We did it.
Speechless. You guys are amazing beyond words. At this time, speaking of amazing beyond words people, I would like to bring up Eileen Palmer to also welcome our GAP Executive Board.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me move over the 42 pieces of paper. At this celebration and in this time and in this moment, it would not be complete without taking the time to thank our wonderful Grandview Association of Parents. We appreciate all that you do for our students and families, our faculty and staff, and our entire Grandview community. At this time, I would like to introduce you to our Grandview Association of Parents Executive Board and ask that they join me on stage. Janet LeGrand Rice, Nicolette Stem de Leo, Rebecca Portela, and Ellen Dow Patterson. And now, our Grandview Association of Parents President, Ms. Janet Rice, will be presenting the 2021 GAP Award. I'm supposed to give gifts. Miss Ellen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Janet. And Rebecca.
Very unexpected.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of GAP, I am honored to be able to present this annual award to a very deserving senior. Before we announce our winner, we want to give a big shout out to all the parents who volunteered this year and helped us create an active parent community, where Grandview serves the whole family, creating friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. A sincere thank you for your time, donation, ideas, and school spirit. And on to the award. The criteria for the Grandview Parents Association Award is as follows. The recipient must be a senior who consistently, often without recognition, is committed to the welfare of the Grandview Preparatory Schools, student body, and community. This award carries a monetary value of $500 for the recipient to put towards college expenses. And I'm going to let Rebecca give the winner.
So it is our privilege to present this year's GAP Award to Blake Rand.
Thank you.
At this time, please welcome Mr. Joe Dawson to present some special athletic recognition.
No, we're going to do this right away. Just follow directions, Miss Westerfield. It's all good. We'll get it. Okay. First off, good evening. Tonight I'm here to give out Grandview's most prestigious athletic award, the Pride Award. Before honoring this recipient, I'd like to take a moment to recognize two other senior athletes who have showed great commitment and dedication to their sport and school. Both have improved year to year and dedicated themselves not only to Grandview athletics, but in the off-season in club volleyball and club swimming. They have been a joy to coach and watch grow as student athletes. So please help me congratulate our 2021 4-year Athletic Service Award winners, Jade Blanchard and Michael Dubner. Boy, girl, boy, girl. The unfortunate thing for these two great athletes that were just up here, they did not have a senior season in their sport due to COVID and everything. So again, great athletes, great players, fun to be around. I mean, just really lightens up every room you're in. And it's as an athletic director, it was sad not to see them fulfill their senior year goals. But I know moving forward with them working hard in their clubs in the offseason and all that, they're going to be successful moving forward. So congratulations, Jade and Michael. Good job. Now the Pride Award. The Pride Award is awarded to a four-year student, which represents outstanding athletic achievement. This award recognizes the exceptional athlete who exemplifies excellence, leadership, sportsmanship, discipline, and overall commitment to athletics. This athlete was a four-year varsity letter winner, helped lead his team to 4 district championships, a #1 ranking in the Palm Beach Post for all schools, a state Final Four appearance, being named All-County by the Palm Beach Post and Sun Sentinel. He was on the honor roll all 4 years and currently has a GPA of 4.1. He will be attending a prep school next year to further his basketball career. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our 2021 Pride Award winner, Pedro Brown.
At this time, please welcome Emma DeStefano and Tiffany Maklowitz to present Community Service Awards.
The Grandview Service Awards. The criteria for the Grandview Service Award is as follows. The recipient must be a graduating senior. The recipient must have pursued service endeavors both in and outside of the Grandview community. The recipient embodies the values expressed in our creed, dedication above indifference.
This year, we are proud to present 2 deserving seniors with the Grandview 2021 Service Award. Please help us congratulate Michael Dubner and Natalia Isabel.
Please welcome Mrs. Mary Ellen Piscatello to present an Academic Achievement Award.
The criteria for the Grandview Preparatory School Academic Excellence Award, the recipient must be a senior who, over the course of the recipient's academic career, has gone above and beyond in the passionate pursuit for learning. The recipient must demonstrate exceptional performance with a grade point average above a 4.0. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present this award to Miss Julia Loke.
At this time, I would like to call my beautiful mother, Carolyn Ehlers, our founder, to the stage so that we may present the Carpe Diem Award. I love that we get to do this together. Jean and Carolyn Ehlers founded Grandview Preparatory School in 1997. Their founding vision for the school carries forward in the dedication of our students. This award recognizes the value system our school seeks to inspire for today and into the future. The criteria for the Founders Carpe Diem Award is as follows. The recipient must be a senior with high academic performance. The recipient must demonstrate high standards of conduct and character. And the recipient must be a student leader dedicated to the mission of Grandview Preparatory School. This award carries a monetary value of $500 for the recipient to put toward college expenses.
It is my pleasure and a special honor to give this recipient honor to Miss Elizabeth Buckley.
Mom, I meant to make you stay up here. At this time, please welcome Susan Ryder, Sunny Sharma, and my mom, Carolyn Ehlers, from our Board of Trustees. We have a special recognition, and I would like to call Mr. John Buckley forward as well. We're going to put you in the center. Oh, okay. Right.
So it is our great pleasure to recognize Mr. John Buckley for his dedication and service to the students, staff, and community of Grandview Preparatory School. Mr. Buckley served on the advisory board to Grandview before our founder, Mr. Gene Ehlers, passed away in 2012. In the early years of our school's nonprofit organization, Mr. Buckley provided legal guidance, oversight, and creative care in his fiduciary role. I've had the pleasure to serve with him and consistently impressed by his character, compassion, and commitment to all things Grandview. He has rolled up his sleeves to be part of the backstage tech crew at productions, taken a pie in the face at an auction, attended events to cheer on the students, and continuously strive for excellence. Thanks, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in recognizing Mr. John Buckley for his outstanding service on Grandview's Board of Trustees. And we are particularly grateful that John and his wife Beth have also shared their brilliant daughter Ellie with us on this journey. Congratulations, John.
Please welcome Stephanie Wood, because we have our second grade book presentation.
Each year, our second grade students are given a pretty special responsibility. As part of their transition to third grade, they are tasked to write letters of advice to the graduating class. A class which over the years have become their pen pals, their reading buddies, their friends, and their mentors. For some on this stage, they are even lucky enough to be family. And for others on this stage, they were here 10 years ago, sharing their words of advice to the graduating class of 2011. Time. It goes by so quickly when we're all growing up together. Our young students do not take this responsibility lightly. They spend significant time pondering what they feel must be shared before their friends walk off the stage, no longer as students, but now as alumni. I am honored to introduce Miss Isabel's second grade cohort and our 3 student ambassadors, Alexis Gordon, Viviana Isabel, and Avery Rogers, who will each be sharing their contributions to the annual second grade advice book.
Dear seniors, congratulations, you rock, you're off to college. Want some advice? I have some tips for you. Make a good impression on your roommate so they can help you be clean. Always call mom so she knows you're okay. Get a coffee machine so you can get to class on time. Get a boyfriend or girlfriend so they can help you study. Have the best life. Love, Avery. Dear seniors, congratulations, amazing work. You're off to a new start. I have some advice for you. Be kind and have fun in college. Bring family photos and jewelry for special occasions. Study for big tests. Don't be mean in college. Stay safe from COVID. And don't forget your pen pal. Be nice to your roommate. Have fun, talk to everyone, ask what's your name and where they're from. Have the best time ever. Love, Viviana.
Dear seniors, congratulations, you did it. You're on a new path. I have some advice for you. Here are some tips. Think before you speak. Be a good friend. Be you. Don't be a bully. Get a dog or any pet. Smile. Eat healthy food. Play with your roommate. Be kind. Be respectful. When you are homesick, call mommy. I'm there for you. I'm so proud of you. Good luck. From Alexis.
You guys did a great job. If any of you get a chance to look at the books, it's full of their illustrations and everything. It's one of my favorite traditions. It's wonderful. Thank you guys so much. And Mrs. Isabel does an amazing job. She's inspired a lot of creativity with them as well. So they are fantastic. At this time, we will proceed with the presentation of letters.
For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you, I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up, never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. sleep. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. You gave me wings and made me fly. You touched my hand, I could touch the sky. I lost my faith, you gave it back to me. You said no star was out of reach. You stood by me and I stood tall. I had your love, I had it all. I'm grateful for each day you gave me. Baby, I don't know that much, but I know this much is true. I was blessed because I was loved by you. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best it was in me. Me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed. I'm everything I am because you love me. You were always there for me. Tender wind that carried me. Light in the dark, shining your love into my life. You've been my inspiration. Through the lies you were true. My world is so better place because of you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my strength when I was weak. So when I couldn't speak, when I couldn't see, you saw the best there was in me. You did it all. You gave me wings, you believed. I'm everything I am because you love me. Because you loved me. It's time to stood by me for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you. I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up, never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice
Our graduates still have more letters, but we're going to let them deliver them at another time as well. Because right now, please welcome Mr. Staub for the best. You've been waiting for this, right? Should we do this? Okay, all right. Here he comes.
Jade Carly Blanchard.
We have, if she wants one by herself, all of the students we told them. All right, Jade.
Mackay Grant Bowles. Anastasia Grace Brenner. Pedro Brown. Elizabeth Benton Buckley. Samuel Ignacio Bustamante Guevara. Michael Brandon Dubner. Carter Lee Gerlitz Dye. Alex Gillis Jr. Justin Lane Gottlieb.
Natalia Mia Isabel. Griffin Ari Jury. Alexandria Victoria Keene. Irene Kandian. Julia Andriotti Loke. Alexander Merrick Moklowitz. Kelsey No. Jordan Daniel Noodleberg. Blake James Rand. Zoe Roman. Julian Albert Benesy Roxell. Daniel Philip West. Will the class of 2021 please rise, and you may remove your mask. Please move your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of
up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you will find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. This is the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Beyond the walls of the Hall of Fame. Know the distance, you can run a mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You can be a hero, breaking all the limits, you are never the leader. Do it for your people, do it for your pride. We're gonna know if they even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. Let the world be your name. Be standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. This is the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Beyond the walls of the Hall of teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions.